In this lecture, we will discuss anomaly management and cost spike response. This is one of the most practical parts of the informed domain because cloud costs can change quickly. An anomaly is not just a large bill. It is an unexpected cost or usage event that needs to be identified, clarified, communicated, and managed. The goal is to reduce business impact, protect trust, and create a repeatable process for responding to surprises. We will use the CloudShop database spike again. The important lesson is that a good FinOps response should be structured. It should identify the signal, confirm the data, determine ownership, check business context, communicate clearly, and track resolution. A cost anomaly is unexpected, unexplained, or unforecasted cost or usage behavior. It can be usage-driven, configuration-driven, or business-driven. Usage-driven anomalies happen when a workload suddenly consumes more resources, such as compute, storage, network transfer, API calls, or database capacity. Configuration-driven anomalies happen when a deployment changes settings, such as instance size, backup retention, logging level, region, replication, or service tier. Business-driven changes happen when traffic, customer adoption, marketing campaigns, migration activity, or product launches change expected usage. The key is not to assume that every anomaly is bad. An anomaly may be waste, a defect, a forecast miss, or valid business growth. Investigation comes before judgment. A practical anomaly response workflow can be simple: detect, confirm, assign, explain, act, and review. Detection can come from an alert, threshold, dashboard, report, or stakeholder concern. Confirmation means checking that the data is fresh, the scope is correct, and the change is real. Assigning means identifying the owner, product, team, application, or service involved. Explaining means understanding the likely cost driver and business context. Acting may include mitigation, optimization, forecast update, communication, or a decision to accept the spend. Reviewing means learning from the event. Could the alert be improved? Could tagging be improved? Could deployment controls be improved? Or should forecasting assumptions change? Before taking action on a cost spike, ask a few structured questions. What changed? This could be usage, deployment, configuration, region, service tier, traffic, storage, or discount treatment. Who owns it? If ownership is unclear, the first action may be metadata cleanup. Was it expected? Sometimes a spike is tied to a release, migration, marketing campaign, or growth plan. What is the impact? The impact includes dollar amount, forecast variance, customer experience, reliability risk, and business value. Then, ask what action is safe. Sometimes the action is mitigation. Sometimes it is optimization. Sometimes it is a forecast update. Sometimes the right choice is to accept the spend because it supports business growth. Finally, ask what should be improved to prevent unnecessary surprises in the future. Clear communication is one of the most important parts of anomaly management. The message should be factual, neutral, and action-oriented. A simple pattern is what happened, why it matters, and what happens next. What happened describes the cost or usage change, the time period, the scope, and the data source. Why it matters explains the estimated impact, forecast or budget implication, and business context. What happens next identifies the owner, next action, due date, and follow-up path. Avoid blame language. For example, instead of saying engineering caused the spike, say that the spike appears related to a specific workload, service, or deployment, and that the responsible team is investigating. This preserves trust and keeps the conversation focused on resolution. In the CloudShop example, the alert says database cost is 28% higher than the previous monthly run rate. The team confirms that the data is fresh and the scope is correct. Then they investigate the drivers. The investigation shows that the increase aligns with Release 2.4, replica usage, storage growth, and customer adoption. That means an emergency shutdown would be risky and possibly wrong. Instead, the team chooses a more balanced decision: review architecture, update forecast assumptions, validate unit cost, and track optimization options. The follow-up is also important. Product and engineering own the technical review. Finance updates the forecast. FinOps improves anomaly thresholds. The outcome is not just a fixed bill. The outcome is better ownership, better forecasting, and a stronger operating rhythm. The takeaway from this lecture is that anomalies need structure, context, and ownership. A cost spike may be waste, a defect, a forecast miss, or valid business growth. The FinOps practitioner helps the organization respond in a disciplined way. Use a simple workflow: detect, confirm, assign, explain, act, and review. Communicate clearly and neutrally. Track the owner, impact, next action, and prevention opportunity. Your action step is to use the cost spike investigation playbook. Document one example cost change using the template. Identify the signal, scope, owner, driver, impact, action, and prevention step. Then complete the Section 3 quiz to reinforce the main concepts from this section. That wraps up this lesson. Before you move on, take a moment to think about how this FinOps concept applies to your own cloud environment, team, or certification study plan. If you want the full structured course, check out my Udemy course, FinOps Certified Practitioner, FOCP Fundamentals Prep. Use the course link in the description for the best price. The course walks through the FinOps framework, key concepts, practical cloud cost management scenarios, and study guidance to help you prepare for the FinOps Certified Practitioner exam with more clarity and confidence. Thanks for watching, and best wishes on your FinOps learning and certification journey.